Cardiovascular fitness is usually mentioned as cardiovascular endurance because an individual who possesses this sort of fitness can continue workout for long periods of your time without undue fatigue. It's been mentioned as cardiorespiratory fitness because it requires delivery and utilization of oxygen, which is merely possible if the circulatory and respiratory systems are capable of those functions. The term aerobic fitness has also been used as a synonym for cardiovascular fitness because aerobic capacity is taken into account to be the simplest indicator of cardiovascular fitness, and aerobic physical activity or exercise is the preferred method for achieving it. No matter the words want to describe it, cardiovascular fitness is complex because it requires the fitness of several body systems. Good cardiovascular fitness requires a fit cardiac muscle. The guts may be a muscle. To become stronger, it must be exercised like all other muscles within the body. If the guts are exercised regularly, its strength increases; if not, it becomes weaker. Contrary to the assumption that strenuous work harms the guts, research has found no evidence that regular progressive exercise is bad for the traditional heart. In fact, the guts muscle will increase in size and power when called upon to increase itself. The rise in size and power allows the guts to pump a greater volume of blood with fewer strokes per minute. The typical individual features a resting pulse of between 70 and 80 beats per minute, whereas it's not uncommon for a trained athlete's pulse to be within the low 50s or maybe within the 40s. A healthy heart is efficient within the work it does. It can convert about half its fuel into energy. An engine in good running condition converts about 1/4 of its fuel into energy. By comparison, the gut is an efficient engine. The guts of a traditional individual beat reflexively about 40 million times a year. During this point, over 4,000 gallons, or 10 tons, of blood are circulated every day, and each night the heart's workload is like an individual carrying a 30-pound pack to the highest of the 102-story New York building. Good cardiovascular fitness requires a fit system. Healthy arteries are elastic, free from obstruction, and expand to allow the flow of blood. Muscle layers line the arteries and control the dimensions of the arterial opening upon the impulse from nerve fibers. Unfit arteries may have a reduced internal diameter due to deposits on the interior of their walls, or they'll have hardened non-elastic walls. Fit coronary arteries are especially important to healthiness. The blood within the 4 chambers of the guts doesn't directly nourish the guts. Rather, numerous small arteries within the guts muscle provide for coronary circulation. Poor coronary circulation precipitated by unhealthy arteries is often the explanation for an attack. Veins have thinner, less elastic walls than arteries. Also, veins contain small valves to stop the backward flow of blood to the guts. The veins are intertwined within the muscle, therefore, when the muscle is contracted, the vein is squeezed, pushing the blood on its way back to the guts. A malfunction of the valves leads to a failure to get rid of used blood at the right rate. As a result, blood pools, especially within the legs, causing a condition referred to as varicose veins. Good cardiovascular fitness requires a fit systema respiratorium and fit blood. The method of taking in oxygen, through the mouth and nose, and delivering it to the lungs, where the blood picks it up, is named breathing. Breathing requires fit lungs also, as blood with adequate hemoglobin within the red blood cells. The insufficient oxygen carrying capacity of the blood is named anemia. Delivering oxygen to the tissues from the blood is named respiration. Respiration requires an adequate number of healthy capillaries. Additionally, to delivering oxygen to the tissues, these systems remove CO2. Good vascular fitness requires the fitness of both the external and internal respiratory systems. Once the oxygen is delivered, the muscle tissues must be ready to use oxygen to sustain physical performance. Cardiovascular fitness activities rely totally on slow-twitch muscle fibers. These fibers, when trained, undergo changes that make them especially ready to use oxygen. Regular physical activity reduces the danger of heart condition. There's considerable evidence that regular physical reduces the incidence of a heart condition. Also, it reduces the probabilities of early death from a heart condition. In fact, the advantages of exercise in preventing heart conditions are shown to be independent of other risk factors. Inactivity is now considered a primary risk factor for a heart condition. People with low cardiovascular fitness have a rising risk of a heart condition. The simplest evidence indicates that cardiovascular fitness is related to a heart condition. Research has shown that low-fit people are especially in danger. Additionally, it's now been demonstrated that improving your fitness, moving from low fitness to the great fitness zone, features a positive effect on health. The frequency, intensity, and time of your physical activity will vary counting on the advantages you hope to realize. The term threshold of training suggests that there's one level of physical activity that each one people must do to realize cardiovascular fitness, also because of the health benefits of the activity. We now know that the edge differs for people counting on their current fitness and activity levels and therefore the benefits they hope to realize. New studies show that health benefits are often achieved by doing less activity than previously thought. However, those that desire performance benefits, as indicated by a high-level cardiovascular fitness, additionally to the health benefits of physical activity, will get to do the activity at a better intensity than those that have an interest primarily within the basic health benefits. The type of physical activity you decide on is vital to the advantages you'll receive. Lifestyle physical activities, like walking, yard work, climbing stairs, and normal daily tasks, can promote health benefits and contribute to your cardiovascular fitness. Aerobic activities like running, skiing, cycling, and active sports are considered to be the foremost beneficial in promoting health benefits and are effective in promoting performance increases needed for high-level performance. Though sports are often effective in contributing to the event of cardiovascular fitness, some are relatively ineffective are often very effective. As a minimum, adults should participate in regular physical activity adequate to a half hour of brisk walking most, preferably all, days of the week. Research shows that half hour of physical activity adequate to brisk walking most days of the week is a crucial contributor to non-public cardiovascular health. To realize health benefits, physical activity is often accumulated in several 10 to 15-minute bouts that total half-hour daily. However, when possible, bouts of half-hour duration are recommended. Near-daily activity is suggested because each activity session actually has short-term benefits, which don't occur if the activity isn't relatively frequent. This is often sometimes mentioned because of the last bout effect. Calories are often counted to work out if you're doing enough to receive cardiovascular benefits of physical activity. The edge of coaching for producing many of the health benefits are often determined to employ a weekly calorie count. Scientific evidence suggests that folks who regularly expend calories hebdomadally in lifestyle activities like walking, stair climbing, and sports reduce death rates considerably compared to those that don't exercise. As few as 500 to 1,000 calories expended in exercise per week can reduce the death rate, but most experts suggest that to ensure a health benefit, no but 1.35 calories per pound of weight every day. This amounts to 1,000 to 2,000 calories per week for many people if exercise is completed daily. For optimal health benefits, an expenditure of 2,000 to 3,500 calories per week is suggested because people doing this much physical activity have 48 to 64% less risk of a heart condition in comparison to sedentary people. Because the calories expended per week increase, the death rate decreases proportionately up to 3,500 calories. Because additional benefits don't occur for those expending quite 3,500 calories per week, the target zone is 1,000 to 3,500 calories per week. For health benefits to occur, calories must be expended on most days of the week and over long periods of your time. In other words, moderate physical activity as described here must become regular lifetime physical activity if optimal health benefits are to be obtained. It should even be acknowledged that some vigorous sports participation as a part of the calories expended hebdomadally enhances the advantages of moderate regular calorie expenditure. Heart rate can provide the idea for determining if an individual is doing enough exercise to enhance fitness. We all know that expending a big number of calories hebdomadally may result in reduced risk of disorder and improved health. To realize these benefits, it's only necessary to try to relatively low-level exercise for extended periods of your time. Both cardiovascular health and performance benefits might be obtained in much shorter periods of your time if exercise is completed more intensely. For busy people, this method is usually preferred. To realize fitness by using shorter duration exercise, your pulse must be elevated to focus on zone intensity. Additionally, to producing cardiovascular health benefits, an exercise that elevates the guts rate into the target zone has the added advantage of improved cardiovascular fitness test scores and improved performances in cardiovascular activities like running, swimming, and cycling. Whether you're just trying to enhance your cardiovascular health or eager to improve your performance at a selected sport, it's important to use these methods on a daily basis. Just remember these 3 principles: frequency, intensity, and time. Apply these principles and you'll enjoy good cardiovascular fitness and avoid the danger of heart condition.